I'm Miss Linda, and this is STEM Saturday. Today is out of this world, literally. We are going to talk about the universe around us. I want to start by talking about the obvious. What about the planets? How many planets do we have? Do we have 7, 8, 9, 10? Well, if you guessed 8, you are correct. We have 8 spinning planets. Well, can you name them? Let's try. Ready? Together? We've got Mercury. We've got Venus, where we live, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. What happened to Pluto? It used to be that we had 9 planets, and it included Pluto. Pluto, no longer a planet. They redefined planets and decided that Pluto was a dwarf planet. And this book says Pluto, the icy dwarf planet. I would suppose that means it's pretty darn cold. So bundle up if you're planning on visiting. Moving on. What do you think is the largest planet? The largest planet and the smallest planet. What do you think they are? Well, if you guessed, Jupiter is the largest planet. And if you guessed Mercury, that's the smallest planet. Congratulations, you are already winners. What is the largest object in the sky? Would it have anything to do with the sun? You guessed it, the sun. And do you know that the sun is older than you? Actually, the sun is older than me. The sun is 4.5 billion years old. Billion. It's been around forever. Do you want to know how the sun came into being? Come in and read our books all about the sun. Now, I have a question for you. Is the sun a planet? Is the sun a star? Is the sun an asteroid? How about a comet? What is the sun? Well, if you guessed that the sun is a star, you are absolutely correct. And here we see the sun, a superstar. That's what the sun is. A superstar. Let's see what we have for superstars. All of the stars in the sky. There are so many stars in the universe. I'm going to read this fact to you. Then there are grains of sand in all of the beaches on Earth. Do you know how small a grain of sand is? Have you ever been to the beach and picked up a handful of sand or walked your feet through the sand? That is a lot of stars. That would be more than a billion trillion. There are more stars than the age of the sun. That's pretty old. That's a lot of stars. If you want to learn more about stars, we've got Curious George discovers the stars, and the stars beneath your bed, a surprising story of dust. What would dust have to do with stars? I want you to read this book and find out. Lots of resources for you to learn about your universe. Moving on, the other really big thing in the sky that also gives us light, the moon. The moon, pretty far from Earth, 250,000 miles from Earth? Are you kidding me? How would we get there? How long would it take? Well, it takes a rocket 13 hours. 13 hours in a rocket to get to the moon. Doesn't seem so bad. That'd be like driving from here to Florida, I think, right? Maybe 13 hours? Also, what if you were in a car? Road trip. You're in the car. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we to the moon yet? Are we almost there? Guess what? It would take you 130 days in the car. And you know what? That would be without any potty breaks. No potty breaks, no lunch, no dinner, no breakfast. Going straight through 130 days. Now that's a long road trip to the moon. So let's talk about the moon. Now you look at this picture and you see a man on the moon, the first astronaut on the moon that we're going to talk about. But the moon has very little gravity and no erosion to speak of, which means that when you step, if you step out of your car after 130 days or your rocket ship and leave a footprint, it'll stay there. It doesn't disappear. On July 20th, 1969, a man by the name of, I'll get a couple books here, Neil Armstrong was the first astronaut, the first man to step on the moon. So that means Neil Armstrong has his footprint still on the moon. That is really cool. Buzz Aldrin was also with him on the journey to the moon. So we have stories about Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, women in space. Here's a book just about the footprints on the moon. Have you ever thought about being an astronaut? I know I haven't. An astronaut has to go through a lot of training, and you have to have a lot of education, a lot of schooling to be an astronaut. So come in and get some books. Here's a book all about astronaut training. What would you have to go through to become an astronaut? What would it be like living in space? You can find out all about it. Pretty interesting. All about space travel. We have books on all of the Apollo missions. This happens to be Apollo 8. So you can come in and read. Check out books all about the different missions. How about satellites? Come and read all about what a satellite is. How about comets? Heard of Halley's Comet? Come and read all about it. Our Magic School Bus, Out of This World, a book about space rocks. all of these different things in space that you can read about. I just had this thought. Is there life on other planets? We haven't discovered everything in the universe yet. We have scientists that are trying really hard, so who knows what we'll find. Do you believe in aliens? Do you believe that there is human life or some sort of life on other planets where aliens come in? Are there aliens? If there are, do they have eyes? Do they have 5 eyes? Or 1 eye? Do they have 3 arms, 20 legs? Are they green? Are they purple? Are they brown? How about this one? How's that for a picture of an alien? Kind of creepy. Do they really exist? I don't know. Come and read all about it. When aliens come to Earth, if there are such a thing, do they come in a spaceship? How about a UFO? Unidentified flying object. Read all about it. How do they come down? I don't know. My alien, my purple people eater, is a very, very friendly alien. Hopefully you've picked up your alien purple people eater kit. Inside, you will find everything that you need to make a purple people eater. Now this is a really silly project because I thought it would be a lot of fun to make an alien. I've included directions how to make your purple people eater, and I've also included lyrics to the silly song Purple People Eater. Get a purple little scrunchie. This is the cape that goes on the back. Everything is self-stick, so we would stick it to the back. This, if you notice, 1 eye, 1 big eye right in the center, and 2 feet on the bottom. And you, again, will have the instructions. Everything is self-stick, but I know that in my case, it still didn't feel quite sticky enough. So I used extra glue dots. So I threw some glue dots in there for you too, to make your purple people eater. And I want to tell you something. Once you make your purple people eater, I want you to know that the purple people eater loves, 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 loves jokes. So I bet you have a good joke for your purple people eater. Ready? This is a good one. What does a Loch Ness monster do when he wants to borrow a book? What do you think? It uses a library cod. Get it? Library cod, as in fish, Loch Ness monster in the water, and pretty silly, but our purple people eater loves it. Run, purple people eater, run, run. Now you can sing along, get your flying purple people eater going, and you can sing along. I hope you enjoyed exploring the universe. Have a great day, a purple people eater day.